And once again, I want to say greetings to each and every one of you, Aquaba, and welcome. Welcome to another round of the Conscious Raster Report here on LIB Radio, LIB TV, here on livinginblack.com. My name is Kedia Wato, aka the Conscious Raster. Weekday mornings, you and I get together live. We come at you from 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's 12 noon Eastern time. And that's 5 p.m. GMT. We get together with you and we deal with culture, consciousness, historical perspectives, entertainment, economics, education, health, labor, law, politics, religion, family, conflict, future studies, all areas of human interactivity and development. Today's date is Wednesday, the 25th day of June, 2025 in the Western calendar that transforms to the year 6265 in the Kemetic calendar, to which we have realigned our cultural clock. Welcome to the 7th millennium. You have found your family in a peaceful place here on LIB Radio, LIB TV, here on livinginblack.com. Let me tell you what we have on score, on the shelf, or on the table for today. I think you are going to find this to be a well-informative conversation. Now, where are we at? I had it pulled up here and I don't see. Oh, here it is. Today, we are talking about functional medicine, what the experts say. Today on LIB Radio, we'll look at 3 functional medicine experts to examine their opinions on how to live absolutely in our optimal health. Absolutely in our optimal health. We find that they all universally agree with me to 1, stay off pharmaceutical drugs. 2, eat a well-rounded vegan diet. And 3, exercise well. And 4, sleep. Gotta get it all in. There is great wisdom in the details that we will be sharing with you today. So we welcome you all to the conversation today. I did put up a link on my Facebook page on all of the different channels that you can listen to us. We are live on our main channel, Rumble. You can hear us all day long and view us all day long. Actually, there are other programs mixed in with it at younow.com. YouTube, I'm not able to put up everything I know on YouTube. Today, we are live on YouTube because, quite simply, if we go into certain areas, YouTube will cut me out. They cut off my other channel, which had 2,000 videos on it. So I don't want to go through that again. We are also up on Facebook. You can watch us live daily during our morning live broadcasts on Facebook, and go there and catch archives from the last 30 days on Facebook. And today, I just reconnected the TuneIn app. So if you have TuneIn on your mobile phone, you can take us with you wherever you go at libradio.com. And that's on the TuneIn app, LIB Radio. So I did put that up on my Facebook page. I hope you all get a chance to check that out today. Hey, let's go into today's conversation. I hope you do really enjoy it as we tune in to these wonderful scholars. Now, one thing I need to do, I need to put this up here so that my Rumble family will be able to check us out, and I will be able to check you out at the same time. Wait a minute, have to go in, copy all of this, copy, paste, and HTML. Great. Now I'm going to copy all of this Rumble link and put it in today's conversation. We welcome you I see you, Brother Shabaka. I see you, my dear, dear Brother Shabaka. You've been so loyal over so many years, and I want to compliment you. You are family, and you do take responsibility for this LIB radio network for keeping us on the air. For that, I am wonderfully grateful for everyone who would like to be like Shabaka. You want to be like Shabaka. You can go down. If you look under the stream, you will see a link and it says Cash App support LIB Radio and a Black Star Media Global Mission. Black Star, of course, Marcus Garvey's Black Star. So our Cash App is $Keidi, KEIDIOBI, one word, KEIDIOBI. And that's how you get us on the Cash App. And when you get there, you will see my taxpayer name. Don't be afraid of the taxpayer. He is doing the best that he can to keep everything intact. Thank you, Brother Shabak. I appreciate you, man. We're going to go forward. Let's look at these three wonderful, I consider them to be wonderful information sources. They are functional medicine in their practice. And what I am going to do is I'm going to put up this link right here so you can see this right now on your screen. I want to add this to the stage. So the three functional medicine practitioners we are going to be dealing with today are, and we're going to deal with first, Cyrus Khambatta. Or Cyrus, might be Cyrus, might be Cyrus. I think it's Cyrus Khambatta. He's a PhD. And we are also going to talk from Dr. Gary Null, PhD. And we're also going to talk to Dr. Joel Fuhrman, and he is a medical doctor, but they're all functional medicine practitioners. And I tell you, I would send any and every one of my associates to any one of these three people for real good advice and or care. So I want to say this, and I mean this all sincerely. As we reach for the stars, we stand upon the shoulders of giants. We stand upon the shoulders of giants. So let's go into these three functional medicine practitioners, if you would. The first up on the board is Dr. Cyrus Khambatta. Dr. Cyrus Khambatta, PhD, is known for his work in the field of nutrition and health, particularly focusing on the impact of diet on diabetes management. He is a co-founder of Mastering Diabetes, a program designed to help people with diabetes and pre-diabetes improve their health through a plant-based, low-fat, whole food diet. Dr. Khambatta emphasizes the importance of carbohydrate management and insulin sensitivity in diabetes care. He also has contributed to various educational resources, including books and online courses aimed at empowering individuals to take control of their health through dietary changes. His approach often combines scientific research with practical advice for those looking to manage their diabetes effectively. Here are 15 points that Dr. Cyrus Khambatta, PhD, emphasizes as essential to a healthy lifestyle, particularly in the context of managing diabetes and promoting overall health. Number one, from Dr. Cyrus Khambatta, plant-based diet. Focus on a whole food, plant-based diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. Very important. You've heard me say that very many times. Number two, low fat approach. Minimize the intake of added fats, particularly saturated and trans fats, to improve insulin sensitivity. Number three, carbohydrate quality. Choose high quality carbohydrates, such as whole grains and starchy vegetables, over refined carbohydrates and sugars. Good advice, Doc. Number four, regular physical activity. Engage in regular activities, including both aerobic and strength training activities to enhance insulin sensitivity and overall health. Number five, hydration. Drink plenty of water throughout the day to stay hydrated and support metabolic processes. And Doc, I'll drink to that. Mm, that water. I love it, love it, love it. And I'm right now, I'm on my detox fast. So I'm drinking 6 of these bottles per day. 6 bottles, each of them 16 ounces, comes to 96 ounces per day for my body weight. That is excellent. So going forward, number 6 on his list, mindful eating. Practice mindful eating by paying attention to hunger cues and savoring each bite to improve digestion and satisfaction. To that, I will add chew your food, chew your food, chew it a minimum of 32 times before you swallow. I try to always chew my food 48 times before I swallow. That's being mindful. Chew your food. Number 8 on his list, stress management. Incorporate stress reducing practices like meditation, yoga, or deep breathing to support mental and physical health. I do definitely agree with you, Dr. Kambata. Number 9, sleep quality. Prioritize good hygiene to ensure adequate rest, which is crucial, crucial, crucial for metabolic health and recovery. And that word metabolic comes in there. Sleep, get your sleep in. For most people, it's 8 hours minimum. For people who are undergoing a healing crisis, you want to sleep 9 hours, but you do want to sleep regularly. Get in bed at the good time, same time every day, and get in your minimum amount of sleeps. If you are already in this program of raw food, living food, and superfood nutrition, you can get away with 6 to 7 hours of sleep and wake up refreshed every day. But for most Americans, it's 8 to 9 hours of sleep every day. Number 10, blood sugar monitoring. Regularly monitor blood sugar levels to understand how different foods and activities affect your body. And of course, he's probably in that case talking to someone who has been diagnosed as hyperglycemic, high blood sugar. And a hyperglycemic person is going to be accustomed to testing their blood throughout the day. For most of us, we'll just kind of have to get it right without the testing. I do all of the things that these doctors and more say, and I'm pretty sure I've got it right. Pretty sure. Number 11, education and awareness. Stay informed about nutrition and health to make sure to make better dietary choices and understand the impact of food on diabetes. And I do completely agree with that. That's why right now you are tuned in to libradio.com. And that's why you tune into us on a regular basis, because staying informed, that's what we do. We are here to inform the people to the very best of our ability on this channel. And you know something? I'm proud to be able to do that. Let's continue. We are up to number 12, community support. Seek support from community groups or health professionals to stay motivated and accountable in your health journey. To stay motivated and accountable. That's so very important. Number 13, limit processed foods. Reduce the consumption of processed and packaged foods that often contain unhealthy additives and sugars. Reduce processed foods. He says limit processed foods. We can't cut them out completely. We could try to cut them out completely. That's a good thing. But you do want to, if it's in a box or a can, or if it's prepackaged, you might want to consider no. Number 14, we're on a roll, y'all. Personalized nutrition. Recognize that individual responses to foods can differ, and tailor your dietary choices to your specific needs and preferences. Very important. And next, number 15, long-term commitment. Embrace long-term commitment to lifestyle changes rather than seeking quick fixes, focusing on sustainable habits for lasting health. You are in it for life. I am in it for life. We are in it for life. So keep your focus on the long term. This is not the tortoise or the hare, or this is let's put this. An analogy would be the tortoise and the hare. The hare needs to fix a problem with their body, so the hare goes right at it, takes off running, and then of course loses focus at a certain point. But the tortoise just keeps on moving, marching. And of course, you and I know that the parable of the tortoise and the hare, we understand what it's about, even though it's rather ridiculous. Because I have never seen, I've chased rabbits before, and I've never seen a turtle that could ever beat the rabbit in a race. We're going to go forward. That these particular points reflect Dr. Kambada's holistic approach to health and wellness. Particularly, his work focuses on managing diabetes. And I didn't put up a link to his Amazon to get his books. I'm going to just do that right now. Dr. Cyrus, Syrus Kambata, Khambatta, not kombucha, on Amazon. And I'm going to just real quickly, I'm going to put up a link to his book, Dr. Cyrus Kambata, of Amazon official site. I have that up right now. And should you wish to tune into him, the first book that comes up is Managing Diabetes, the Revolutionary Method to Reverse Insulin Resistance Permanently in type 1, type 1.5, type 2, pre-diabetes, and gestational diabetes. Very inexpensive too on Amazon. His second book is a short description of the glucose revolution, the power of balancing your blood sugar. That looks good. And that's in several languages. And lastly, I have up here, oh, this is someone else's book. So those are the two books up by Dr. Cyrus Kambata. So I'm going to put up a link to the first book, Mastering Diabetes. I'm going to put that link up. And if you don't mind, we're going to go forward from here. This is Mastering Diabetes by Dr. Cyrus Kambata. That's a long link. I hope it all fits on there. And let's go forward. Yeah, it got it. And I want to put that link up in a couple more places. Be patient with me. It's as well worth waiting for. Ooh, that's a long link. I don't have to have all that link. Let me figure out. Well, it'll disappear here on Facebook. And yes, so we're going to go forward. I'm going to paste it up one more time for my YouTube family. And let me just clean up this link. It's too long. It doesn't need to be that way. Dr. Managing Diabetes, a Revolutionary Method. It is a long title. And here it is. Got it. X, all paste, just to confirm it. And for my YouTube listeners, I see you in the house. Stray Godzilla is in the house. Good morning, he says. Greetings to you. I hope you are if you are a new listener, Stray Godzilla, I hope you do subscribe to our page and like the video if you can, if you have a chance. If you do like it, of course, we'd love to be permanently in your circle as well. Welcome, welcome, Aquaba. I'm going to go forward. There was one more place I wanted to paste this link, and that is up for our live video on Facebook, and it is there as well. Let's go forward. Now, let's tune to our second functional medicine scholar, Gary Null. Dr. Gary Null, a prominent advocate of alternative medicine and natural healing. He's developed a program titled 7 Steps to Perfect Health. This program emphasizes a holistic approach to wellness, focusing on the integration of mental, physical, and spiritual health. Dr. Null's work often includes various media formats, such as books and DVDs, and a radio channel, where he elaborates on these steps and provides practical guidance for implementing them in daily life. His philosophy centers on prevention. That's functional medicine. His philosophy centers on prevention and self-empowerment, advocating for a lifestyle that nourishes the body, mind, and spirit. And I will drink to that. 1 second. I have to continually hydrate while I'm detoxing. Oh, that's so good. Here is a summary of the key components of the program from Dr. Gary Null, the 7 steps to perfect health. 7 steps to perfect health. Number 1, identifying and eliminating risk factors. This step involves recognizing health risks in your lifestyle and in your environment, and taking proactive measures to eliminate them. So you know what that means. Yeah, you got to look through your lifestyle. Again, functional medicine describes everyone as a unique case, a unique lifestyle. So along with that, going in tandem with that, Dr. Gary Null says, look at your life, eliminate the risk factors. If you understand risk factors for cancer, eliminate them. These doctors will all treat you for cancer, but Dr. Gary Null, who has a very good anti-cancer program, says identify, eliminate the risk factors for cancer, etc. Number 2, cleansing and detoxification. This second step focuses on removing toxins from the body to enhance overall health and vitality. And yeah, as Dr. Null and so many others advise, I am on my summer detoxification fast. I do it 4 times a year: one spring, summer, autumn, and winter, 4 times every year. I go into 28 days, a full lunar cycle of detoxing. Today is day 5 of my summer solstice detoxification fast. This is my final day. I think it's my final day of water only. I have consumed only water since Friday night. And I feeling fantastic. I've been weighing myself every day at the exact same time. I weighed myself today and I weighed 143.3. That is down from 151.6. So in the first 4 days of my detoxification fast, my weight went down 8.3 pounds from 151.6 to 143.3. And I feel fantastic. I did my push-ups. This morning I woke up and I did my what's it called? My midsection. What's the word? I did my exercises that tone up my midsection. I'll think of what the word is in a second. But all very, very critical. I did not do my running today. Normally I'm going to be doing my HIIT running. Why? Because I have a little bit of a back pinch nerve, but I did see some relief today, so I think I will resume my running tomorrow. I know I will know the relief when I can stand up in my chair just like that and immediately begin to move around. I do have a little bit of that pinched nerve pain, but it's not nearly as bad as it was yesterday. So that is, again, we're talking about cleansing and detoxing. Number 3, from Dr. Gary Null, eating well, emphasizing the importance of nutrition. This step advocates for a diet rich in whole foods, vitamins, and minerals to support bodily functions. Whole foods, vitamins, and minerals to support bodily functions. Very good. Number 4 from Dr. Gary Null, exercise for rejuvenation. Regular physical activity is highlighted as essential for maintaining your health, improving your mood, and enhancing your energy levels. Exercise is so very important. Very, very important. Try it. You won't regret it. Number 5, de-stressing your life. This step addresses the impact of stress on health and provides strategies for managing stress effectively. And we talk a lot about stress on this channel, LIV Radio. And I do want to just grab a book off the shelf. Do I have it here? No, it's in the other room, and I won't have time to grab that right now. But de-stress your life. Live in an anti-stress environment. Take the stress out. Let it flow. Let it flow. We all have bills that are beyond our capacity. We all have people that get on our nerves. We all have the MAGA force in our lives, too much in our lives. But don't let it stress you out. Don't let it worry you. Just chill. Everything is going to be all right in the long run. Number 6, remove toxins from personal and home environment. This goes along with the detox. This involves creating a healthier living space by eliminating harmful substances and pollutants. And I do recommend highly, we need to go through our kitchen, take everything out and put it on the kitchen table and read the ingredients. We need to look up under our kitchen cabinets. What's under the kitchen cabinets? In our bathroom, what's under the bathroom cabinets? Are you storing poisons, chemical toxins in those environments? And the plastics that are polluting our bodies, we've got to do something very serious about this problem of packaging plastic items that actually are very dangerous for us. Going to the Rumble chat, I see Ed L. Mack has joined the conversations. He says, greetings. Shabaka says, abdominal work. Yeah, that was not my abdominal work. I'm looking for the term, my core. That's the word. Thank you, Shabaka. I used to do that, looking forward to getting back there. Yeah, Shabaka, get forward there as soon as you can. And my core exercises are really quite intense. As I continue to do my detox fast, I actually, every 2 days, I add 5 more reps to each of my core exercises. So as of this morning, I did 170 knees to the chest, 170 leg lifts, and 170 sit-ups. That's part of my morning routine. Now, there are other things in that morning routine, and um, as I added 5 reps to each of them, so I'm up to 170 now, as opposed to my regular 150. That's pretty good, I would think you would say. And Shabaka, you do need to get to it. We need to stay as healthy, young, and flexible as we possibly can. We're still with Dr. Gary Null. He said, taking charge of your personal health. The final step, this final step, encourages individuals to take responsibility for your health and make informed choices that promote your well-being. I know a lot of people these days defer to their doctors. And it doesn't work so well. Dr. Gary Null and others in functional medicine are saying that we should take responsibility for this. I agree with him. You are going to the doctor. I got bad news for you. The doctor just wants to prescribe you drugs. They work for a cartel. That would make doctors like this drug distributors. I'm talking about illicit drug distributors. Not doctors aren't doing that. The doctors are distributing legal drugs. But who are they certified by? The FDA. I will not trust my body to the Food and Drug Administration. I will not. The Food and Drug Administration allows children's meals, lunch meals, in schools. They allow the children to be fed junk. Don't get me started. I do know that the new head of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., is doing the best that he can do to clean it out. I salute his efforts. I do. But I can tell there's too much opposition. Now, if the opposition stays, if Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s perspective on health persists for 15, 20 years, definitely the system will get better. But right now, they're feeding children in the schools. They're feeding them artificial colors, artificial flavors, Jello, canned food, processed food. That's not nutrition. That's not nutrition. And every one of these scholars that I am citing today would definitely agree it is shameful for the FDA to administer a system like this. Going forward, we are now to our third functional medicine scholar that I did that I'm adding to the stage right now. You see his picture, and that will be Dr. Joel Furman, who I have met on a couple of occasions, and even one day spent some time being his, what's the word for, why am I, I'm reaching for words I haven't used in a long time, being his sous chef. And Dr. Furman, he's not necessarily the friendliest guy I ever met, but that doesn't matter. He is an incredible scholar. He's a very good scholar, for which I give him his prompts. Dr. Joel Furman, Health Keys. Dr. Joel Furman is a board certified family physician and author of books such as Eat to Live. Oh, I didn't put up a link to Dr. Gary Null's books. Let me put up a link, if you don't mind, so you can get Dr. Gary Null's books. Now, Dr. Gary Null, like myself, is a very prolific author, to say the absolute least. The newest book out from Dr. Gary Null is entitled Ultimate Training, Gary Null's Complete Guide to Eating Right, Exercise, and Living Longer. I think I will share that book with you. He's also, let me just share a few titles: The Vegetarian Handbook, Eating Right for Total Health; The Healing Foods Cookbook, Vegan Recipes to Heal and Prevent Diabetes, Alzheimer's, Cancer, and more. No More Diabetes, Dr. Gary Null. And Gary Null's Natural Eating. And one more book, Good Food, Good Mood, Treating Your Hidden Allergies, from Dr. Gary Null. The man is so wonderfully prolific, I gotta say. So I'm just gonna copy this whole link. No. Let me copy just the one book, and that's The Ultimate Training, Dr. Gary Null. Dr. Gary Null is probably around in his mid 70s at this particular point, and he really does look quite good. So I'm going to copy, cut, and paste that one for you, our listening audience. And Stray Godzilla is in the house. He writes a lot. Stray Godzilla says, I am old school, Kitty Watcher. We met a few times during your golden sale days. Oh man, that's quite some time ago. How often do you fast? 4 times a year. I do a detox fast that lasts for 28 days. Thank you for asking. Wow. I'm 5'10" and 210 pounds. I'm supposed to be 170. Yes, you may want to contact me, Stray Godzilla. Get in contact with me. If you don't have my number, I'm going to put my number in the text here, because you are 40 pounds, not, well, you're about 40 pounds overweight. You are right. Contact me. Text by text at 702-580-0662. I want you to contact me by text. You do want to get into this lifestyle. It will extend your life expectancy by a minimum of 30 years if you really, truly, all the way commit to it. 30 years. I plan to live to 126 years of age. My plan. That means I operate on that plan every day. Every day. And I will advise everyone to please plan your life and live your plan. Plan it and live it. So I'm going to put up my contact information on the websites everywhere where you're listening today. I want to be with you. And you probably do want to be with me as we do this together. So I did put up the link to Dr. Gary Null's Ultimate Training. I didn't put it here though. I'm going to put it up on my Facebook one, my Facebook two, and I'm going to put it up on Rumble for those of you who want to get Dr. Gary Null's book. It's a very, very good book. Ultimate Training by, oh, this book is 1993. Oh, I know he's had many new books out since then. 1993. And the complete guide, Encyclopedia of Natural Healing, is for me one of his absolute best books ever. So I'm going to put that link up as well. As I said, Dr. Gary Null is very prolific, to say the absolute least. And I'm going to recommend that you and I do pay attention to what the scholar has to say. So I'm going to X that. I'm going to copy his other book up, put it up on YouTube one, and I'm going to put it up on MyTubes, Rumble. There you are. And you also want to get it from Facebook as well. So here is Dr. Gary Null's book, Encyclopedia for Complete Wellness. So going forward, the Complete Encyclopedia of Healing. That's what that book says. Next up, we have Dr. Joel Fuhrman, a board certified family physician and author of books such as Eat to Live, emphasizes a plant-based diet known as a nutrition diet. Nutritarian diet. Nutritarian. He coined the word nutritarian, which focuses on nutrient-dense foods. While there is no explicit list of 15 keys to optimal health directly mentioned in the context provided, his approach to health and wellness includes several key principles that can be inferred from his work and teachings. This was an AI inquiry. These principles are based on his philosophy of maximizing nutrients while maximizing nutrient intake while minimizing calorie consumption, which he refers to as the health equation. Health equals nutrients divided by calories, and that's H equals N divided by C. Dr. Joel Fuhrman emphasizes the following 15 points. Number one, prioritize nutrient-dense foods. I call them superfoods. Dr. Fuhrman recommends consuming foods that are high in nutrients and low in calories, such as vegetables, fruits, beans, nuts, and seeds. Then, of course, you do want to focus in on superfoods as much as possible. Superfoods include such foods as coconut-based products, be the oil or the meat or the flakes, I guess you could say. Coconut, the water is very nutritious. Chocolate is a superfood. Super blue-green algae, superfood. Spirulina is a superfood. Goji berries is a superfood. Chisandra berries, a superfood. Maca, a superfood. We have a long, long list of superfoods in the book, Living Superfood Research. Highly recommend get that book so you will know what these superfoods are. Chia seeds, superfoods. Flax seeds, hemp seeds are superfoods. Avocado, in my mind, is a superfood. Point two from Dr. Joel Fuhrman: focus on whole foods. He advocates for a diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods, which are naturally high in nutrients and low in calories. Number three, limit your processed foods. We got that same instruction from Dr. Gary Null. Limit your processed foods. Dr. Fuhrman suggests minimizing the consumption of processed foods, including refined sugar, flour, and oils. Number four, eliminate animal products. Eliminate them. He doesn't say eat clean or lean protein. He says eliminate that stuff from your diet. I take his words seriously. He encourages the elimination of animal foods, including dairy and meat, as much as possible for better health. The more you eliminate them, the healthier you will be. The question is, how healthy do you want to be? Do you want to hedge your health and eat an occasional hot dog or a steak? I don't want to hedge my health. Number four, emphasize greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. The G bombs. He calls them as G bombs. These foods are highlighted as particularly nutrient dense and beneficial for health. And again, with superfoods now on the table, we have a lot more foods we can eat. Sea vegetables are excellent. Sweet potatoes, absolutely excellent. But emphasize these greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. I agree with Dr. Joel Fuhrman. Number six, incorporate raw and cooked vegetables. Dr. Fuhrman recommends eating at least 1 pound of raw vegetables and another pound of cooked vegetables each day. That's 2 pounds of food, he emphasizes, with an emphasis on green vegetables. Get in your greens, get in your greens. Everything green, you want to eat it every day. And if you can eat it raw, Dr. Fuhrman says you are on track. Number seven, consume beans regularly. He suggests eating at least 1 cup of beans a day to benefit from the resistant starch and increase satiety. And the beans do have a high density in them. My favorites are lentils, garbanzos, black beans, and every other kind of bean that's out there. I love beans myself. Beans, what a wonderful fruit. The more you eat, the more you get to enjoy longevity. Toot toot. Number eight, practice fasting. Dr. Fuhrman believes that fasting, particularly intermittent fasting, can reduce inflammation and improve insulin sensitivity, preventing chronic diseases. You know what I think about that, as I am presently on the 5th day of my summer solstice 28-day detoxification fast, and the 5th day will probably be the last day, the final day of water only. I may take it beyond that. I've done 10 days before many times, a number of times. I may take it beyond 5 days. Let me just see how my body feels. Or I could do 3 more days incorporating colon cleansing along with the water only fasting. And by incorporating the colon cleansing along with it, I would be then consuming 2 herbal supplements. My parasite cleanse I combine with the colon cleansing, and would also incorporate prune juice, which actually is a fruit juice. And that way I would have a little bit of juicing coming in, as well as my electrolyte balance will balance itself out. And I may do that colon cleansing along with this for 3 more days. That makes sense. So we're going to extend the 5-day fast. Water only fast is then going to become 8 days of water and prune juice. Number 9 from Dr. Joel Fuhrman, stay physically active. As a former figure skater, and Dr. Fuhrman was, I believe, a professional figure skater. I think he went to the Olympic trials. Dr. Fuhrman emphasizes an importance of physical exercise in maintaining health. Point 10, manage your stress. While not explicitly mentioned, managing stress is often a component of holistic health, which Dr. Fuhrman likely supports, and he does support it. Number 11, get adequate sleep. Adequate sleep is essential for overall health and is definitely a part of Dr. Fuhrman's recommendations. Number 12, maintain healthy weight. Maintain a healthy weight. You need to know your body mass index. I recommend and I insist for my clients, weigh yourself every day at the exact same time in the exact same conditions. Most people are afraid. They fear the scale because the scale is only going to confirm the bad news. You are overweight, and you were overweight yesterday, and you were overweight the day before. But you know what my scale told me today? You have lost weight. You know what my scale told me the day before? You lost weight. The day before, you lost weight. My scale clocks my progress as I am shifting my body down from about 150 average, and it was 151.6 at the beginning of this detox fast, that I'm going to shift it down to, well, so far in the first 4 days of my detox fast, it went from 151.6 to 143.3. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. So maintain a healthy weight. Prevent chronic diseases. His approach aims to prevent and reverse chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and autoimmune diseases through nutrition. And I do completely agree. I have authored the book over here. It's called Miracle on 2 Feet, Prevention and Reversal of Hypertension, of high blood pressure. Where actually and it was prevention and how to reverse not high blood pressure, but stroke. Prevention and reversal of stroke. The book called Miracle on 2 Feet. So if you have ever suffered a stroke, you want to get this book. You want to follow this book. Do what's in the book. Even if you had a stroke 5, 10, 20 years ago, the book will change your outcome. It will support your rejuvenation, revitalization, and I would say also combine that with the book called The Stem Cell Revolution, which is about regenerative medicine. And if you had a stroke and you need to rebuild your capacity, rebuild your infrastructure. The way you rebuild your infrastructure is by enhancing the proliferation and differentiation of your stem cells. That's the beginning of life. With stem cells, you can revitalize, rejuvenate to some extent your neurological system, your brain matter, your body tissues, your functionality throughout your whole body. Try it out. For $20, the cost of the book, what do you have to lose? But then if it does work, what do you have to gain? What do you want to regain? Going forward, Dr. Joel Fuhrman says prevent chronic diseases. I just read that. Number 14, promote longevity. Promote longevity. Yes, yes, yes. Figure out everything that contributes to longevity. I myself have the longevity calculator right here on my desk. The longevity calculator, where you is? Here it is. It's in Excel. Where is it? There it is. Excel, the longevity calculator. You need to figure out everything that contributes to longevity, and then you need to systematically engage in a program that will deliver longevity to you. My program I have over here, it's got a long list. It begins on 4 through 20 through 33. There are 29 items on my longevity program. I'll share them with you in just a second. But you want to do these. You want to have a program. How long do you plan to live is the question. And most people, when asked it, give the same 2 or 3 answers, which really means you haven't really thought about it, have you? These principles reflect Dr. Fuhrman's emphasis. No, there's one more. Educate and empower. He emphasizes the importance of education and empowerment in making informed dietary choices. And I completely agree with that. I really do appreciate you, Dr. Joel Fuhrman, for educating and empowering people to do it without you. That's the best way. The best education is to have someone be able to do this independently. That's what I'm doing my best to do. And many of you help me to take this to the community, for which I am great. King Shabaka is in the house. He says, great book, Living Superfood, Miracle on 2 Feet. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. So going forward, we're talking about functional medicine. And I've been citing 3 scholars. I want to do 2 more things before I wrap it up today. I just noticed that I had pulled up to share with you today what benefits one would get from a water fast. So this is a 3-day water fast. I am on my 5th day of a water fast. So I'm obviously into the 3-day and beyond. Research suggests that a 3-day water fast may offer benefits for the autoimmune system by influencing dysregulated proteins. Fasting has been shown to improve the activity of the NLRP3 inflammasome, a multi-protein complex involved in inflammation, which could help in managing autoimmune responses. Point 2, fasting may enhance mitochondrial resilience and exert anti-inflammatory effects, potentially aiding in the regulation of autoimmune related proteins. Now, this was a AI search. I just asked for a few details and it did okay. Some studies also indicate that fasting can modulate immune function by increasing the expression of anti-inflammatory proteins, such as the IL-1 receptor antagonist, and there is IL-1 receptor type 2, which do help counteract pro-inflammatory signals. Next, these findings suggest that a 3-day water fast may contribute to restoring balance in the immune system, particularly in cases of autoimmunity. And then I asked the AI for what are the benefits of a 5-day water fast. A 5-day water fast can lead to several beneficial changes in the body. Notably, it can result in significant weight loss, with studies showing an average reduction of about 4.53 kilograms in body weight. This is accompanied by a decrease in waist circumference by approximately 9.85 centimeters and a reduction in body mass index by 1.64, what would be a point, by 1.64. That's your kilograms divided by meters and meters squared. And I am in my 5th day, and I have taken off. My weight went from 151.6 to 143.3. So that's probably what, about 4 kilograms. That's not too bad. Additionally, a 5-day water fast has been shown to improve metabolic health. Blood pressure levels, particularly diastolic blood pressure, tend to decline during the fasting period. I measured my blood pressure yesterday about 8 times, and the lowest of which was about 112. It might have been 116/57. But that is excellent for a person my age. Normally, when I'm not on my detox fast, my blood pressure will range anywhere, can go from anywhere from 128 or 130. That sometimes I'll do my blood pressure and it'll clock in at 150 or so. I can bring it down through breathing exercises, and I will redo it. Don't ever let the doctor get away with taking your blood pressure one time. It will not be accurate. It will not be accurate. That's how they can tell all of you, oh, yours is skyrocketing. Why? Because you're nervous, you're scared, you're tense. Doctor didn't give you tell you specifically, breathe deep and slow. Every time you exhale, relax all the tension in your body. Then I will take your blood pressure. You need to know this. Point: the practice of a 5-day water fast has been linked to cellular renewal and slowed aging, along with improved insulin sensitivity and the stimulation of various beneficial hormones and growth factors. However, it is important to note that these benefits may not be sustained long term, and there are risks associated with such fasting, including the potential for muscle loss and nutrient deficiencies. It is recommended that such fasts be undertaken under medical supervision to ensure safety. Well, I don't go to doctors, and you probably don't have time to go to the doctor for something he doesn't really know anything about. I do recommend you detox fast with supervision, but not from mainstream medicine. They don't even suggest it. They don't even suggest do a 5-day water fast to get rid of your metabolic disorder right at the beginning. They don't. Doctors don't know what I'm talking about. If they do know it, they're keeping it secret. Or if they do know it and they're not keeping it secret, they have committed themselves to practicing functional medicine. Next, water fasting and amyloidosis. Specifically, we wanted to know about this because I have a client I'm dealing with, and I wanted to pull this information for him. Water fasting, which involves consuming only water for a set period, has been studied for its potential effects on various health conditions, including amyloidosis. Amyloidosis is a condition characterized by the accumulation of abnormal proteins called amyloid fibrils in organs, which can lead to organ dysfunction or failure. While direct research on the effects of water fasting on amyloidosis is limited, some insights can be drawn from related studies on fasting and amyloid-related diseases. Fasting, including water fasting, has been shown to influence metabolic processes and reduce inflammation, which may have implications for amyloidosis-related conditions. For instance, caloric restriction and intermittent fasting have been associated with reduced beta amyloid accumulation in animal models of Alzheimer's disease, a condition involving amyloid plaques. However, these studies primarily focus on beta amyloid, not the specific amyloid fibrils associated with amyloidosis. In the context of amyloidosis, research has highlighted the role of inflammation and oxidative stress, which causes inflammation in disease progression. The role of inflammation. Fasting has been shown to reduce inflammatory markers and oxidative stress, which could theoretically benefit individuals with amyloidosis. However, the specific impact of water fasting on amyloidosis remains understudied. And bear with me, when I do the water fast, my lips do get cracked, not cracked, dry. So going forward, one study on fasting and Alzheimer's disease found that while fasting activated macroautophagy in neurons, it was insufficient. Bear with me, my lip is peeling. It was insufficient to degrade amyloid beta, suggesting that fasting alone may not be a complete solution for amyloid-related pathologies. This implies that while water fasting may have some beneficial effects, it may not directly address the accumulation of amyloid fibrils in amyloidosis. In summary, while water fasting may offer some metabolic and anti-inflammatory benefits, its direct effects on amyloidosis are not well understood. Further research is needed to explore the potential of water fasting, as a therapeutic approach for amyloidosis. And I can understand what they're saying. But I know more than they know, whoever wrote that, or AI wrote it. So I know more than AI about the link between water fasting, and the reversal of autoimmune disorders, as well as the reversal of dysregulated proteins. And Stray Godzilla said, "Do you monthly fast?" And he said, "Chocolate has lead." I don't eat the lead chocolate. I don't eat the lead chocolate. And I would recommend that everyone should, during their detox fast. I fast 4 times a year. Do you monthly fast? Yes, I actually daily fast. In addition to the detox fast that I do, I also engage permanently in intermittent fasting. So, to the best of my abilities, my eating hours are confined to just 6 hours a day, from 12 noon until 6 p.m. Some days it'll be from like 1:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., but I do intermittent fasting. Now, that is on my list of detox, my list of longevity um, lifestyle. So here is the longevity calculator. And here's what I do my best to do every day to increase my life expectancy. Sit in the sun for 15 minutes in direct sunlight adds 2 years on average to one's life years gained. Social networking adds 3.7 average years gained. 3.5 hours of physical activity. Physical, PHYSICAL. Physical activity is expected to add 3.5 hours to add 4.5 average life years gained. Managing stress, 1.5 average life years gained. Optimized diet, 12 years average life expectancy gain. The fact that I do not drink alcohol adds 1.3 average life years gained. Sleep hygiene, by sleeping proper amounts of hours, I gain 1.7 years of average life expectancy. Going forward, avoiding drugs, including pharmaceutical drugs. I do not take street drugs. I do not use street drugs. I do not smoke ganja. And I do not take pharmaceutical drugs. Avoiding drugs gives me 2.6 average life years gained, and that includes pharmaceutical drugs. By being a vegetarian, adds 8 years of average life years expectancy. But being a vegan adds 9 years of average life years gained as a vegetarian. Fasting adds 2 years of average life years gained. Detoxification adds 1.5 years. And of course, the detoxification added to the fasting, I definitely add detoxing agents that go beyond just a water fast or fast. Detoxification adds an additional 1.5 years. Now, what I engage in 28 days, 4 times a year, adds up to 112 days that I am on a detox fast. That 112 days, 30% of the year fasting adds 15 years to average life expectancy. Also, above that, I do intermittent fasting all year long. Intermittent fasting adds an average of 3.1 average life years gained. Water fasting, 15 years gained. Supplements that I use, longevity supplements, 0.8 year average life years gained. Superfoods and adaptogens, 2.5 average life years gained. Eating raw vegan foods, 3.6 average life years gained. The fruitarian lifestyle, if one were to live strictly as a fruitarian, you would get an average of 8 years life expectancy. By using nootropics, which are herbs that support or supplements that support brain function, nootropics adds 1.2 average life years gain. By maintaining proper weight, and my BMI, I keep it right in the middle of the healthy zone. That adds 5 average life years gained. 5 years. Optimized stem cell regeneration, and this I've just recently added. Optimizing the stem cell regeneration has added 12.5 average life years to my life. The gut microbiome, maintaining a proper and healthy probiotic level, 6 average life years gain. Regular consumption of supplementation with omega-3 fatty acids, 5 years expectancy, or 5 years average life years gain. Avoiding metabolic syndrome, 5.5 average life years gain. A positive mental attitude, 9.7 average life years gain. Caloric restriction with quality nutrition, 10 years. Being a vegan, organic vegan, adds 13 average life years gain to your life. People want to laugh at vegans. They want to laugh at us. Laugh along with them, because you're going to live an average of 13 years more by being an organic vegan. So laugh heartily. When the joke is on you, the joke is on a vegan, laugh hard as anyone. Say, I understand you. I understand you don't do it. You, Stray Godzilla, I see you in the chat. He says, you won't even eat a fish? Mm-mm-mm. Not a fish. No, I do not eat fish. Fish, I'm not going to go into details of why I don't eat fish, but fish got a lot of problems. These are not the fish that our grandparents ate. I can tell you that much. But no, fish are contaminated now. And that's what vegan means. No fish, no dairy, no none of that. Not for me. And lastly, on my list, number 29, optimize heart healthy lifestyle. And that includes all of the above. 5.75 average life years gained. So if I were to summarize all of those up, if I add average life years gained, potentially just that list I pointed out adds 181.45 average life years gained. Now that's gained over a person's average life expectancy of 78. What is it in this document? 79.25 is the baseline. Now that's in America. That's for males and females, and that includes the Asians living in America who always tend to outlive all other Americans. And it also includes African Americans who pull this baseline down. So I am an African American male, as was my father. And our life expectancy is the shortest in America. My father, a good man, a very good man, a chemist, and a very wise man. Unfortunately, my father didn't know about longevity. He didn't know about any of this I'm talking about. Unfortunately, he only lived to be 69 years. Was he 69 or 70? 69 years he lived to be. So therefore, I owe it to my father to pick up for what he missed out on and to maintain his legacy. Stray Godzilla says, this is a U.S. paradigm. That's very true. The culture of the United States supports the diet of the people. And that's what culture does. One of the critical functions of culture is to preserve the nutritional dietary patterns of your people. So that's why when, what was his name, Brad, he put out the book, Learn the Lessons of Living Longer by the People Who Live the Longest, the Blue Zones. I can't think of his name right now. It's a very good book, The Blue Zones. And that's why when he describes these long living people, you see them in various cultures. The women and the men of Okinawa, Japan, live the longest. Other cultures, such as the people of Sardinia in Italy, Costa Rica, the people live long lives. Loma Linda, California, he found a group of the Blue Zone people there in Loma Linda, and they happen to share the culture of Seventh-day Adventists. So you are so right, Stray Godzilla. Culture of the United States is unfortunate that this culture embraces the food that it is. I look at the TV commercials and I am appalled. We just finished watching the NBA playoffs. It was pretty good, but wasn't it kind of obvious that all of the TV commercials, all of them were for junk food, fast food, burgers, this and that, junk, sweets, sugar, salt, highly processed foods, all of the food, all of it, they advertise for these sports events is bad for you. Why do they do this? I think one might suspect that this is for population control, is that they know that people eating all of this junk are going to die prematurely. They don't necessarily want people to follow me and set your plan to take you to super centurion and beyond. But you don't have to listen to them. What you can do is listen to people that I highlighted today. Listen to Dr. Cyrus Kambata. Listen to Dr. Gary Null. And listen to Dr. Joel Furman. And I will say one place you can hear them all regularly is right here on LIB Radio. As I reach for the stars, I stand upon the shoulders of giants, where we support these three scholars who are contemporaries. They're active. There are many others, and we've featured them on LIB Radio. We've had Queen Afua on numerous times. We have had Dr. Sabi, praise be his eternal name. Dr. Goss, praise be his eternal name. Dr. Laila Africa, praise be his eternal name. Tim Morrow, and many, many others. We've had these great ancestors now on many times here on LIB Radio, LIBT and LivingBlack.com. And we're going to continue to feature these scholars as they are available, and I can arrange to have them on. But I'm going to continue to build up my own functional medicine expertise level. And as a consequence of that, you can listen to me. You can trust me. Please do. On that note, let me just give you a couple of books here. Living Superfood Solutions. This book is fairly new out, and it came out in this, use a green screen. This one came out in December 2024. Living Superfood Solutions, Dietary Strategies to Prevent and Reverse Common Chronic Diseases. Very important book. Another very important book. You need to know this one. This one is Living Superfood Longevity, Mastering the Possibilities of High Quality Life Extension. High quality is the key. High quality life extension. That one is by yours truly. Another one, this one, I love the book. I wish everyone out here had gotten this book. I personally thought this book was going to change my destiny, that this book would become a major seller in America, 100 plus lifespan. Strategies to increase healthy life expectancy. It's a good book. It's only $15. What is your life worth? What would extending your life expectancy by 5 years? Would that be worth $15, $3 per year to extend your life expectancy? I would say yes. I would say definitely yes. Get the books. You can get my books at, I put up the link a little bit earlier. He said, I listen to you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Stray Godzilla. Glad to have you in the house. Let's reconnect if we can. Text me. I earlier put up my text number. Text me and let's get in contact. If you want the books mentioned today, go to http://CRP, it stands for Conscious Roster Press 2012. Do get them. I think you will enjoy them. Stray Godzilla, I hope you do find them very, very useful. And I want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in today. If you didn't already, can we get you to hit the like button? Hit the like button and let the algorithm know that you do enjoy this type of information. You do take it seriously. And as a consequence of you taking us seriously, you know something? We take you very seriously as well. Now, I just put up a link here and I thought I'd copied this. Let me go over here and copy this link. And again, if you want to get the books at HTTP, not HTTPS. This is HTTP / KEIDI dot biz, KEIDI.biz, boom, no, biz / CRP 2012. And that is the link to get the books that we've been talking about here today on LIB Radio, LIBD, and on Living in Black. We aim to be your favorite. I'm doing the best I can. I want you to believe that we have your best self-interest as our sacred mission. On that note, I have done my job, and I think I did it pretty good. And so therefore, we're going to wrap it up for today, take you out with the bumper music, as well as I'll show you a couple of the book images as we go out. It's a beautiful day. You and I are beautiful people. We have the right to live long, to love strong, to stay off drugs, live a long time, and be incredibly happy. We owe it to our children and to our children's children to do the very best that we can do. And that's why you tune in to LIB Radio, LIB TV, and livinginblack.com every day. That's what you do. Peace and prosperity to each and every one of you on LIB Radio, LIB TV, and on livinginblack.com.